Why is Mauika doing a charge attack? Huh? So, Mauika has a charge attack, we all know this. And if you just do a charge attack after your burst, you have time to get 8 hits of charge attack, 9 if you position yourself to, like, get a hit right at the end. Right, because, like, let's count the spins, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, kinda 9. And then we get the finisher. That 9th hit only happens if you're positioned in a way where it hits the enemy before the finisher goes off. And then the finisher goes off, but after the burst, that finisher will not be buffed by the burst. Which means that by default, Mauika only allows you to do 8, at least reliably, 8 charge attacks. There's a few ways where you can incorporate cancels into Mauika's stuff, in order to get more. The most basic one is what you do in Vape teams, where you just do C2D, C2D, right? It's very straightforward, and this lets you get 9 reliably, and also, it lets you get 5 reacted charge attacks. In Melt, you want to make you have less application, right? So you have to be more careful about when you're applying Pyro so that you don't lose Melt. And so the combos are a little different. Instead of maximizing charge attacks, you just make sure that your charge attacks happen at the right timing. And so what you do in Melt combos is you do 3 hits and then a finisher, and then 3 hits and then a finisher. Or 4 hits, jump, 4 hits. That's because when you do 4 hits, 1, 2, 3, 4, the first and the 4th hit will react, but then you'll get your time roll reset, and the 5th hit will react too. And if you don't reapply cryo in between the 4th and 5th hit, you'll lose your aura. That's why you jump after the 4th hit, or why you do a finisher, 1, 2, 3, finisher, and then dash. The finisher combo is slightly better because a finisher does a little bit more damage than the normal charge attack, right? The charge attack is 195, the finisher is 272. But they both get burst buffed by the same amount, which is like 200-ish, 200-ish, right? So this is like 395, this is like 472. It's like 20% more damage. It's nice, but it's not like an insanely big deal. A tech that was found a little while ago that you can do to get even more hits is the pre-buffered charge attack. So, when you do your first charge attack, if you start holding and then release immediately, it takes a while before the finisher goes through. If you stop holding at any other moment than after the start of the first one, it goes through much faster. This is to prevent you from doing charge finisher spam. Also, after a dash, if you start holding your charge attack before the dash is over, it still starts the charge attack. You can buffer your charge attack input during your dash animation. Here's the thing. You can combine both of these things together and start a charge attack and then release it, but you don't enter the finisher for a little bit, and then dash. Right? And you still won't get the finisher hit. But what that allows you to do is, right, a dash charge attack. But here's the thing. You can trick the game into allowing you to start buffering your charge attack before you even input your dash, if it's during the lockout frames after the start of the first charge attack. So if you do hold long enough for it to register as a charge attack, then release, and then hold again, followed by a dash, it does this. Right? So charge, dash. I inputted my second charge attack before my dash. And it makes it so that the charge attack comes out really quickly after the dash. You can see the dash animation, right? Let's do dash charge first and see how much we move from the Statue of the Seven, right? Oops. Okay, maybe not from there, because we fucking fell. From this, like, corner here. Right? We get up to the flowers. If we do charge dash instead. Oh, I did it too early like an idiot. Oopsie. We barely move at all. We got the start of the next charge attack right after the dash started, right? We're basically using the pre-buffered charge attack to skip the dash animation, which allows us to get our next charge attack faster. You can do that multiple times, like this. But the problem is that after you've dashed twice, your next dash goes on cooldown. Right? When I'm spamming dash, you can only do 2 in a row. So if I try to do more than 2 in a row, the third one, well, my dash is on cooldown, so it just doesn't go through. Things just don't work. It's cooked. Right? And this is where the new tech comes in. The new tech is hands-off driving. Right? Because what you would do in order to bypass that earlier is you wouldn't bypass it at all, and you just accept it, and you do 2 charge attacks, and then you do a finisher. So something like this, right? But there's a new tech, which is the hands-off driving tech. Before I explain it, I'll show it to you. Why is Mauika doing a charge attack? Huh? I'm not holding anymore. What the hell is she doing? If you double-click the normal attack button after you've set up your pre-buffered charge attack, before the lockout frames of that charge attack are over. Actually, you don't even need to pre-buffer. It works on the first one, too. If you release your charge attack and then double-click before the charge attack, the lockout frames are over, right? The same way that you can release and then start pre-buffering the next one, right? You start holding, then release, and then double-click. You enter hands-off driving. You trick the game into allowing you to get your charge attack without holding the charge attack button. And what that lets you do is buffer the next charge attack without entering the finishing animation after the first one. Like this. Right? Look at how much I'm moving with my dash. Barely, right? This is not as good as just doing the CDC spam, but there are 2 upsides. 1, you can do this when your dash is on cooldown, right? Second thing that this allows you to do, and the more important one, is that it allows you to do combos that are almost as fast as the CDC combos for spamming charge attacks, but that don't have a dash in between the 2 charges. What that allows you to do is to dictate which hits will react based off of internal cooldown more easily. If you do the CDC tech, like this, you will react the first charge attack, then not react the dash and the charge attack that follows, and then the following dash does react. And so you start vaping dashes instead of charges, and that's not good. Right? But doing this tech allows you to get, effectively, what was the previous C2D combo. But just executed way faster. Because what actually goes through is still 2 charge attacks followed by a dash, right? It's still, right, like, it's C2D. Oops. Fuck. But now the dash is basically instant. The only problem with this is that it's very input intensive, and my brain gets really fucking confused. So that's why I've been practicing it for the past, like, hour and a half. That was it again, that was it again, that was it again! Fuck.
Stabilize.
Pyroclastic surge!
That felt really good. That felt really good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, 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 that's too fast. That's too fast. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6! 6! 7! I did 7. I did 7. I don't even give a fuck that I just said 6 very enthusiastically and then 7 also very enthusiastically. I did 7. I just got 7. I just got 7 vapes. Dude, what? I just got 7 vapes. Now do it again. Like, that is 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6. Wait. You missed one? Okay, maybe I missed. Dude, I don't even know anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it is 7. Holy shit.